talking
Okay.
with Coach Bob Stitt, head coach of the Montana Grizzlies. Your first trip to Park City, is that right, Bob?
It is. It's a beautiful place.
So tell me what's the most interesting thing you've learned about Big Sky Conference football while you're down there?
You know, it's not too much of what I've learned. It's just being a part of this and seeing what a great conference it is, and getting to know these coaches. And I'm just so excited to be part of something that has so much tradition and is just so well run.
Now, Coach, you're taking over a program that has an amazing history and quite a bit of if you will, legend that goes along with it. What are you bringing, and your staff and your philosophy bringing to the table for the Montana Grizzlies that evidently the press and the coaches thought enough of you to rank you third in the conference?
You know, the preseason polls are fun, but they don't mean a whole lot. It's nice that we're up there in the top three, but we're going to have to earn it. But we're bringing in our program, but we're going to put our stamp on it. So I told the guys, I want to get the swagger back. You know, we may have lost that here in the last couple of years, but I just want our guys to go in with a lot of confidence every single week and just have a big time swagger, and that's what I saw in Montana football back 6-7 years ago.
So, Coach, tell me, when you're making some big changes, especially offensively, how are the kids reacting to the quicker pace and the fact that they have to be in probably the best shape of their lives?
They've adjusted well, and they like it, and our defense has had to adjust also. They're getting to practice against this up-tempo every day, and it's going to help them when they face a spread up-tempo team. And if anybody ever huddles, then it's going to seem like an eternity for them. But it's been good for both sides of the ball.
All right. So as you look forward to it's not going to be very long before the best team in the country for the last 4 years comes to our place. Have you had a chance to even think about that yet, or you're still kind of laying the foundation for your team?
We've watched a bunch of tape on North Dakota State and their great program, and do a great job of coaching. And, you know, we've had to focus on still getting ready for fall camp and getting organized with that. But it's very exciting for us to have the 4-time defending champions coming to Washington Griz, and it's so exciting for our fans and the city and the university. I just can't wait.
Hey, Coach, have you made any significant changes as far as I know that there's a lot of tradition that goes into Grizzly football. Fans are crazy about traditions and rituals and all sorts of things like that. Have you brought any new rituals or new traditions that you want to introduce to the players and the fans?
You know, not too much of a tradition, because that takes time. All the old traditions, the 37, all those types of things are still intact, and Zach Wagaman's got to let us know who that next player is. That
soon, please.
Wear 37, but you know, you start doing your own little things. Sometimes that's what turns into a tradition, and there's too many good things that have gone on here in this football program to change it too much.
So when folks walk in or come into Washington Grizzly Stadium, maybe they haven't had a chance to see a practice or to see you guys run through scrimmages. When they come in on August 29th to see that first game, what's going to be the biggest difference in previous Grizzly football teams?
Just how fast we're going to go on offense. You know, and I joke with the fans all the time when I was on the tour, the GSA tour this spring, that they shouldn't go to the restroom while we have the ball, because they may miss the whole series.
I think that's probably more true than people would realize, because and you had said when you and I spoke before that it's not out of the realm of possibility to have 100 offensive plays in a game. Is that right?
Right. We averaged 90 the last 2 years, and we had as many as 118 in one game. So it just depends on how successful you are, and you got to get first downs. You got to get first downs and start getting the defense wore down a little bit. It's the 3 and out. This stuff is not very effective. How
about the offensive line? Those are pretty big guys to be going so fast. Are you working especially hard on them to keep them in shape?
They'll get in shape just practicing at this high tempo. But the difference is that the offensive linemen are blocking in a smaller space and movement in a smaller space, and all they've got to do is get to the next position on the line of scrimmage where the ball is. The defense is the one that has to chase the ball. Our offensive line isn't chasing anything. So if we complete a pass 15 yards downfield, all the old linemen have to do is just move to that next point, and the defensive linemen have to run all the way out there, chase the ball, then run all the way back, and we have a huge advantage on the O-line with that.
Fantastic. One more quick question, Coach, and that is, I think every coach has his own philosophy about misbehaving on the team and not representing the team in a way that you would find appropriate. Have you spoken to the kids about what your philosophy is, and if you do have one, what is that philosophy?
Well, I told them in the first team meeting that I don't have a lot of rules. I just have one: just do everything right, and we'll get along.
Okay, and what about basically playing the part in the community of being a good citizen of the university and of the community?
Well, we ask our kids to be a great player, a great teammate, great on campus, downtown, all those things. And I've said many times, you can't pick and choose the things that you want to be good at. Anything you choose to do is we're going to be great. And I think that the Griz Nation, the people of Missoula are really going to be excited about how our players conduct themselves on and off the field, and we've already stressed it, and it's going to get stronger as we go.